Ramirez and Chevelle, Indian Moro, the Bay and Begum of the Bay Lake by the Bay. There's no topping that. Please remain standing in honor of the Baron and Baroness of Encrossra, regarding to the crossroads without which there would no doubt be an invasion. The herald of Arlington and come to Scorpio next year.
And remain standing for their excellencies of the barony of Darkwater, defenders of the very heart of the kingdom, Baron Gavin Armstrong and Baroness Lee Johnston.
And remain standing for the Baron and Baroness of Oldenfeld, the guardians of the western borders, the lioness who protects her kid, and the lion who watches over all.
And please remain standing for the defenders of the western shores, their excellencies, the Baron and Baroness of Marcaster, Antonitis and Greenisa.
And still remain standing for their excellencies, guardians of the northeast, protectors of the river of St. John, Baron and Baroness Castlemere, Cohen and Eliza.
The barons and the populace may be seated. No longer remain standing. This hereby opens the court of their majesties of Charteris. Their majesties call into force the order of chivalry.
Good night. We ask you here for we have business with you. There is one who stood vigil last night, and we would add him to our numbers.
His Majesty calls forward Olaf von Trier.
Your Grace, this candidate stood his vigil. Is he prepared?
He is prepared. I have had Olaf require for many years. His service has been excellent. His dedication relentless. But now is the time that he must move on. You break your fealty with me, and now hold your fealty to a new crown. you prepared to receive your blessing. Challenge. With this blessing, you become a vessel of His will. Remember your duties to defend the church, defend the innocent, defend the weak against the pagans who seek to rampage this land. Remember, may you also become the dread and terror of His will. But fear not, for as Pope Urban II decreed, to kill an infidel is not murder. It is the path to heaven. Go with God. Amen. The spear.
Paul, I wish to present you with a spear. The spear represents vanquishing your enemies from afar and protecting your kingdom. Please accept this and protect our kingdom.
The sword.
No one sees a knight without his sword. The sword is used to defend your kingdom, to defend the weak, to uphold virtues. May you only thrive in honor.
The dagger.
The dagger is the weapon of ultimate mercy or of last resort.
The spurs.
The spurs. You wear these, spur you on forth into combat. Show your station. Motivate you to move forward.
The belt. The belt is being placed by his lady as a sign of his purity and his vow. And lastly, the chain.
Olaf, as a knight, you will be bound to the crown of Trimaris and to the people of Trimaris by an oath. That oath is represented outwardly by an unbroken chain of heavy metal. Olaf, please remember every time that you put this chain on, let the weight remind you that oath should not be taken lightly.
Before we will accept your oath, we will have you receive the collate, the grace, and the honor.
Let this be the last blow you receive unanswered.
Kneel, Olaf. I dub thee once. I dub thee twice. And I dub thee knight. In your own words, we will hear your oath. Place your hands upon this sword and this chain, so you will remember this oath. We hear your words and will not forget.
nor fail to return that which is given.
Fealty with love,
Valor with honor.
and oath-breaking with vengeance.
Viva! Travis!
Rise, Sir Olaf von Trier. Before we have one person that is serve cherish, please join us as we not have his presence at war, and we will rectify that before everyone. You are a member of our court in good standing, Sir Olav. Welcome. Yes.
Being both our privilege and our duty to exhort the accomplishments of our populace, therefore do we, Kurn and Eridoni, Caesar and Pharaoh, of the glorious kingdom of Trimaris, call upon the assembled populace and noble guest here present to witness our words to Olaf von Trier. You have ever demonstrated many fine attributes in all of your endeavors. Your valor has brought honor and high repute to your name and renown to our kingdom. You have borne yourself confidently and conducted yourself admirably in all of your affairs, when on crusade and otherwise, setting a fine example of prowess, constancy, chivalry, and devotion, and providing most gallant lessons in the higher virtues. For these reasons, and on the advice of our order, we are pleased to elevate you to the order of the chivalry, and do hereby confer upon you all rights and privileges of such rank, and further charge you to uphold all of the duties and responsibilities inherent to such a state, that none may in future dispute these our words, do we hereon set down our hands and seal before all assembled this 4th day of April in the 49th year of our society, being 2015 in the common reckoning. Scroll by Mistress Juliana Foxcroft.
Thank you. Knights, thank you for your attendance. You may go. Of course.
And the present members of the Order of the Laurel.
I'll watch it. Watch it.
like to see this happen this day. We would like to see her become a member of the Order of the Wall. Who among you can give testimony to the worthiness of Bridget Darcy as a membership of this board?
I will, Your Majesty. I have been associated with Bridget as a friend and as a peer for many, many years. The Laurels have watched her grow, and they have measured her and found her to be an exceptional candidate for the order. We consent and find her heart warm, her heart generous, and her hospitality outstanding. Her craft and her passion are without measure. Who else would speak for her?
Your Majesty, Royal Highnesses, the people of Primaris. I am Bright Rudenberg, and I live in Palantir. And Bridget has been highly generous of her time and her knowledge, regardless of age, skill set, lack of terminology, lack of focus or vision. She has managed to help people figure out what they want to do. And for this, I heartily commend to my husband.
We are pleased to hear this. Let the lessons of old be taught again.
Their Majesties call forward Bridget D'Arcy into their court.
Who shall speak for the populace?
I shall speak for the populace. Your Majesty, I speak for your populace. I'm Baroness Franca Donata, and I have known this lady. As a friend, her heart is true and open, and she loved your populace. And I can think of no better person to join the order and be an example to those who would aspire to that station. I see her as a peer of your realm.
Who shall speak for the knights?
I will, Your Majesties. I am Sir Martin Lochner, a Knight of the Kingdom and of the Society for Creative Anachronism. It is the office of a knight to raise his sword in defense of his kingdom and to lend his knowledge and skills to raise a new generation to come after. So too will Bridget in her new estate lend her knowledge and her arts to enrich the kingdom and to ensure that the knowledge and the arts of our forebears carry forward into the future. Bridget, the estate to which you will be elevated shortly is called an honor by many, and it is certainly that, but it is much more than that. It is a great responsibility to be entered into with sobriety and sincerity, where you will carry with it the hopes and dreams of thousands of people across the known world. It is heavy. Thankfully, you have new companions, new friends, new brothers and sisters to help you carry that load. But I'm here to tell you, and I swear and attest, as a knight of the society, that I consider you a peer, I consider you my peer, and I swear and affirm that you are ready for this responsibility and position. So say I, Martin von Lochner.
Who will speak for the Pelican?
This very moment in time, after 2 years, we went this way. I know there was things that told me I was supposed to say, but I'm so proud of you.
Who shall speak for the rose?
I will speak for the Order of the Rose. I am Duchess Brunice Rothenhaus. And as a member of the Order of the rose stands as a symbol of courtly graces, as the laurel stands for the pursuit of perfection. That pursuit of excellence should never come at the cost of your kindness, your courtesy, and your nobility. This is not a statement she needs to hear. It's just a statement of what is happening, because I have no doubt that that is even an issue. Before I was a duchess, before I was a countess, before I was an honorable lady, you were nice to me. You offered me help to do things. I am not on the path of the laurel, having the creativity of a newt. And she shared her creativity with me. She gave to me all that she had, and she made us look fabulous on the throne, and she has done a wonderful job. And if I have a question, where does this come from? What is this? What time period is this? Where is it? She tells me or finds out. And it's wonderful. She shares all of it. She has always been kind to me. As I said, these things you already possess. You are a peer, and they are going to recognize you. And I am so honored to call you my friend and my sister.
Who will speak for the royal peers?
I don't understand. While the time of kings and queens is short of from the throne, remember their deeds live on for good or ill. And this deed will be celebrated for generations, because you, dear one, you are a shining light of inspiration. Everybody has said beautiful things. I have really nothing left to say, but continue to be the light and inspire me, inspire others. Him on you. You are been such a beautiful soul.
Who will speak of the laurel?
We will speak. Mistress Catherine Angelique Darkflossberry, Oriana Golden Hair.
These lessons we have taught you, learn them more now fully. The story of the laurel is a story of Apollo, the god of truth in pursuit of love. Even he could not achieve his goals, so he took the laurel as his tree, to ever be a sign of the struggle of the artist seeking his goal.
The laurel is a healing plant. It also brings truth. As the priestess of Apollo chewed on the leaves
on these maps to help you see the truth.
Bridget, it has been a long path and a loving one, and I would do it all again 1,000 times over, because traveling this path with you has been a path of joy, a path of learning, not just for you, but for me. I welcome you as my staff.
And being your other Laurel. Not one, but two. You have brought joy to my heart and given me inspiration that I have not felt in many years. I'm so pleased that you are here now.
Your Majesty, Bridget has learned the lessons of the years. Is it your will to invest her with the regalia of the order?
We indeed want this to happen this day. We hope that you continue to grow in your skills and continue to serve Crown and Kingdom.
May your generous heart be an exemplar to all of Primaris.
We will now invest. Bridget, this is the mantle of the laurel. Let it help you weather the storms and give you protection against those hard times.
Well, since you have not one laurel but two, we both have decided to go. Your medallion was created by Mistress Holland Pestromere, one of the first laurels of the kingdom of Primaris, created in the kingdom of Primaris. Each of these pieces were lovingly done by Mistress Nava and Mistress Shiraka to show that they're lovely. Your lineage consists of, and it is a very short one, Mistress Enriqueta, Isabel de Reyes y Mora, and Baroness Oriana and myself. So, it's time for you to start new traditions and new beginnings. Because you're so awesome.
We have this done.
This is the wreath of the laurel. Since ancient times, it has been used to crown victors and sacrifices. Let the victory attained by this elevation serve always to push you to further sacrifice. Your Majesty, Bridget has been bedecked and invested with the regalia of her new station, which you now bestow upon her in the act of war.
We name you Laurel of our Court. We are very pleased that you have chosen to do this. Sword, please.
I vow I'll bring up and love it to educate, pass on all that I have. I promise to be the honor's voice needed and give support.
Oh, yeah.
We hear your words and will not forget. Fealty with love. Breaking. present to you Mistress Bridget Darcy.
Proclaim unto all gentles and nobles that we, the crowned Trimeris, Kurn, king, and Caesar, and the Ptolemaic pharaoh, Eridoni, queen of Trimeris, having consulted the compassionate order of the laurel by our sovereign right to the rank of mistress and the laurel, it is this our pleasure to bestow upon you a patent of arms, granting you the privileges and charging you with the responsibilities of a peer of the realm. Thereunto we set our hand and seal this 4th day of April, and a Societatis 49. Kurn, Rex, Eridoni, Pharaoh. By Baroness Franca Donato.
Please call forward Countess Sloan Egan
Sorry, our children sometimes have trouble behaving, they act out at times. I gotta go check myself. Countess Sloan. Many of you know this beautiful young lady as Countess Sloan, but I know her as a warrior and a fighter. And she has been training, she is currently marshaled, she's been fighting, her love of fighting is evident. Thus, we do this.
May it be known to all by these present letters that we, the Crown Trimeris, do honor those whose service and skill protect the sovereignty of our shores. For that honor, we do affirm upon this 4th day of April, Societatis 49, our most noble subject, Sloan Ingen Fjord as a companion of the Silver Shield Primaris. Their Majesties call into court Aishwin and Bodahan. Their Majesties call into court Emeris Omnia. Their Majesties call into court Julien Le Rousseau.
Right? Sure. But you get more back.
Their Majesties call into court Taryn Seraph.
Well, we're having short here. Baron, we've heard many good things about your service to your barony. We know you're taking on an important role, and many people have spoken about you, and thus Her Majesty and I have decided that you should have this.
Whereas we, the Crown Trimaris, are right mindful of the service and loyalty of Taryn Seraph, we note that service and devotion shall not go unnoticed or unrewarded. As we have seen excellence in our good subject, we do hereby bestow upon you a grant of arms. Illustration by Winifred of Wallingford, calligraphy by Melisande de Bourges.
Here you go. We present to you
Their Majesties call forward a representative of Suderholt.
This is the I have had good times in Suderholt. If you ever get a chance to go to the events in Suderholt, I recommend you do. I return sword champions to you, and I remind all those fighters who have interest in serving in lofty places that this is considered a stepping stone to the throne. Thank you very much. I'm going to turn that to your group.
Oh, yeah.
Their Majesties call forward Candace and Lance of the Ruins.
This is a brother and sister duo who are from our shire, and I do not know if they made it, but we feel that we shall read their award regardless. Candace is one of the main reasons I was able to ride a horse at Gulf Wars. I may be a knight, but a lot of you did not know that I have a fear of horses, and she did help me overcome that, and I was authorized at Gulf Wars, and I rode a horse by myself. Is a fighter in our shire, and it is long overdue that he received this award. Would you please read those, and I'll make sure they get them.
Devotion by those who would serve is worthy of our highest esteem. We, the Crown Trimaris, do depend upon those who give so selflessly of their service on our behalf. Therefore, on this 4th day of April, Edda Societatis 49, we welcome Candace of the Ruins as a companion of the Order of Trimarian Gratitude. Current Those who lift their swords and shields in battle and lists show noble courage. As our good Lance of the Ruins has shown such prowess upon the field, we, the Crown Trimaris, would thus name them a companion of the Argent Morning Star Trimaris on this 25th day of October at a sometime on its 49.
There was some other person I wanted to thank in regards to the equestrian arts. And when you see Peregrine on Equus, who goes by Mar, please tell her that I thank you very much from His Majesty. Her horse was the one I've ridden at Gulf Wars and for the last 2 reigns. And her horse is amazing. And we also gave her horse, as is proper from ancient Roman times. If you read about Caligula, he made his horse a consul. I am giving her horse a order of gratitude. So.
Their Majesties call forward Master Simon Marcus the Argent Quill and Seamus McDougall.
Okay, we'll hold off. That'll become quick. Not anyway.
Their Majesties call forward Honorable Lady Anya Ingen Emergen and Mistress Alison Jean-Pierre.
These 2 ladies are in charge of Trimaris' presentation at the 50th year anniversary the Known World extravaganza. They will need your help. If they ask you, please help them. We want Trimaris to stand out, and we chose well. And please, please assist them to make Trimaris look the way we know Trimaris.
Their Majesties call forward Countess Lisa Dorchester, Kaylin de la Perche, Grania Ingen Allen McKirble, Whittaker Drenko, Kiar Ingen in McTire, and Aspasia Jean Carter.
These ladies and
His Majesty also calls forward Richard LeWolf.
These ladies and Squire mine, without you, our reign would not have been successful. And we deeply appreciate all you've done for us. Last minute, you have made us successful. You have made our reign possible. Yes. For the tokens for Australia, for running the fundraiser, for all the scroll work you've done for us last minute. Never asked for this. Anyway, we thank you very much, and thus we do this.
Selfless devotion to the service of the crown shall not go unrecognized in our fair kingdom. Our good, Liar, Lisa, Aspasia, Richard, and others are such people. Therefore, as the Crown Trimaris, we are pleased to welcome you as a companion of the Crown's Order of Gratitude on this 4th day of April.
This one for Aspasia is calligraphy by Countess Young May. Illumination by Lady Catherine Rose Fitz-Edmund. Calligraphy and drawing by Jeanette DeLille. Illumination by Shelley of Darkwater for Countess. I hope you didn't make your own. Illumination by Neb Amenhotep and calligraphy by Venison de Bourg. Except you are. While you're here, you've done great service for us, for the kingdom, and we would recognize you for that.
Service is the foundation of our kingdom and our society. We, the Crown Trimaris, do recognize the level of service given by Kiar Ingen in McTire, and on this 4th day of April, and Societatis 49, do we make you a companion of the Order of the Argent Scale. Their Majesties call for Simon McDougall and Simon Murphy. We're close and all, but.
So, couples come forward and stand right here between Her Majesty and I. Don't sit down. So if you have good eyesight, you would be able to see that it's also a little bit gray. For him, if you can't see that, you better get your eyes checked. And thus, we do this.
Chivalry and courtesy are no less appreciated by we, the Crown Trimaris, when exhibited by the elder than the youth. Continued skill and gallantry on the field, let Don Seamus McDougall and Master Simon Marcus of the Argent Quill be named a member of the Order of the Greybeard. Coronation by Maestro Clara and Giulio de Boccaccio, line drawing by Mikan. Calligraphy illumination by Gwendolyn Perkins.
It's a reminder.
Your Majesties, call forward Master Evan.
Uh-oh. What would you do now?
Master Evan, we hear that take care of your business, we feel that we shall take care of ours. Whenever we have asked you to do something, you've never hesitated. You've always been prompt. You've always been thoughtful. We appreciate it. Thus, Her Majesty and I begin.
In this realm of Trimaris, we have many duties which would be impossible, but for those around us who give tirelessly of their service on our behalf. We, the Crown Trimaris, with all due appreciation, do name Evan as a companion of the Crown's Order of Gratitude. To this we set our hands. By Kier, line drawing by Millicent.
Your Majesties, good people. Yes, Your Majesty. I come to you with some serious business. The Senate, consisting of the Pelicans, as you know, granted you the title of Imperator, so that you could wage war upon our enemies. That has been successfully completed. However, the Senate did not grant that title forever. Rome wishes to take a vote of confidence with regard to this, and we hope that you will agree to this willingly.
Many of you may recall that I took this throne by force, and it's not good practice for a general to give back that which he has conquered. If you consider the war in Gulf Wars, and we won the fort battle, would it be a good practice to give back the fort to Osceola?
No!
And thus you have your answer. And the last I checked, Trimaris was not a democracy. There will be no voting. Lictors, take this man hostage.
Your Majesty, please reconsider.
Take him hostage.
Better to gain the trust and goodwill of the people by answering a few simple questions when you have nothing to hide. Correct?
Your Majesty, this man once served as my advocate and perhaps a bit misguided at this time. Perhaps he can serve as advocate to both of us. And we do have nothing to hide.
Well, that's true.
Perhaps we should call up the Senate and indulge them.
Are we about to launch into a lengthy emergency schedule?
That was the plan.
Okay.
Is there any problem? I think a trial would be appropriate. Can we continue?
Yeah, well, if you like, but, you know, I just kind of crack on the board, and you were probably interested in stretching a little bit, and we've got some mares out there. What are we going to get on before then?
So I may be king, but there has never been a man born that can read a woman's mind. Why don't you get to the point?
And I mean that literally. Let's sing a song that would let all the people know how much we love this.
Song. Good. A song? Good Irish drinking song, like the Wild Rover.
That's a nice one. I just had in mind Mr. Corina's song about the tree.
So, no trial.
Crucify him.
Day late and the dollar short.
I am not wearing my armor. You may release him, but please check his person for any weapons where I'm not wearing armor. Make sure you check him thoroughly. Well, my friend, I will have you take a message back to the Senate. Now, we may inform the Senate that Her Majesty and I will be retiring. However, make sure they also know that we take our personal guards with us, and that we know how to contact the commanders of Legio 24, who remain loyal to us should the need arise. You may go. We're going to resume your place. Now, Your Majesty, you spoke of a song. If you would please start us off on, I know we'll be happy to sing along. Remember, it's number 49. No world remembers the laughter and tears, the dream we've been dreaming for 49 years. In celebration we gather as then, to be certain the dream comes alive once again. So sing we us the dream, may it live on, in hearts and in poetry, story and song. For all men need a dream, as we all can. Each time that we gather, we dream it again. Mercy, honor, and love are years that we cherish, all the love. Bright fields on fire in the hearts of all men, and each time that we gather, we dream it again. So sing the us the dream, may it live on, in hearts and in poetry, story and song. For all men need a dream, as we all can. And each time that we gather, we dream it again. For to strengthen his arms, each lady the Lord would keep her from harm. His love and dream, together all men, and each time that we gather, we dream it again. So sing about the dream, may it live on, in hearts and in poetry, story and song. For all men need a dream, as we all can, and each time that we gather, we dream it again. For 49 years, and this celebration together
poetry, story and song, for all men need a dream, as we all can. And each time that we gather,